Welcome back to my channel. We're gonna be doing a full respray on this Challenger. Let's begin. Welcome back, guys. Now if you're new, welcome to my channel. We're gonna be doing a full respray on this Challenger. You might say, why does it need a full respray? Well, this car was painted candy. I don't know by who, I don't know how long ago, but it does have some design flames, and most of the problem is that the clear cracked right there. There's a lot of places where the clear cracked or failed, and also this candy is already getting burnt really bad. Also that whoever shot the candy did not a very good job. There's a lot of blotchiness on the candy, a lot of different tones. So we're gonna redo it. We're gonna redo it the correct way, the right way. But first, what we're gonna do, we're gonna assess what's wrong with it. All right, so let's just take a look at what's wrong. If there's any dents or if there's any imperfections, we gotta take care of that. I already showed you the crack clear coat. Now, if you guys, I've never ever seen that. Never in my 35 years of painting, I have never seen this, that the clear just cracks. And I painted custom cars, show cars with a bunch of clear metal flakes and stuff, and they don't crack. I don't know if you guys have any ideas. Leave it on the comments below as to what might have happened. But we're gonna have to get this car done the right way. First of all, this car is intact. It's got no damage. There is a dent right there that I can see. That's basically it. So now that we assess that there's no dents, major dents, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start removing the wide body, the flares, all right, from this Challenger. Let me show you how it's done. In order to remove the flares, they're extremely easy. They do have one pin that's right here on the bottom inside. That's it. There's gonna be maybe another one, I'm not too sure. No, that's it. So let's all we're gonna do, try it out. There it is, guys. Luckily none of the, well, some of them broke, which I already knew. And this is another thing that I wanted to show you, that they didn't remove them to paint it. They just painted over them, which on a candy paint job, you need to have everything installed so that you can get a uniform color all the way. But what they could have done is separated it. They could have separated it, sanded all this down, separated the white body a little bit so that you can get paint underneath. And not this way. That's not the correct way. But everybody has its ways, everybody does it different. But that's the way you remove the white body. let me do it on the other side. There it is, same thing. Same thing. Now, let's do the back. Let me show you how it's done. There it is. That is how you remove the white body from a Challenger. Now it's kind of scary how quick it is to remove, if you know what I mean. So just be aware of that, guys. Also, guys, if you saw this, that's not for this car. That's for my mini truck. So if you haven't guessed what color it is, it's coming soon. I got everything here already. All right, and where did I get it from? There you go, guys, the coating store, Eurochem. That's what's going on my mini truck. All right, so let's just continue. What's next? Now what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna test how to remove this cracking on the clear. I am gonna use my DA with an interface pad and 180 grit on it. Let's see how quick it is to remove. Also, I need to remove the designs from the flames that they did. I can feel them, and we don't want that on the next paint job. So let me test this out. If it doesn't work with 180, I'm gonna have to go with 80 grit. But I don't want to go that course right now, so let me just try this. Just as I suspected, it's not going to come out. Now for the design, it did come out with the 180 for the flames, but not for this, not for the cracks. So let me go with 80 grit. Let's see what happens. Okay, the way I was doing it with 180 didn't work. With the interface pad didn't work. So I removed the interface pad. I applied 80 grit. Well, actually I was doing it with the interface pad with 80 grit. It wasn't working. So I removed the interface pad just by itself with 80 grit, and it did eliminate it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to apply some primer to it just to block it. I don't want any like waves on it, but I think that'll do it. Do it with the without the interface pad and with 80 grit. Smooth it out, then come back, start sanding it, put some primer on it, and just block it. That should take care of that. On this one, I'm gonna have to remove the handle. I don't want to damage the handle. The handle is plastic, so I don't want to damage it. So I'm gonna have to remove it. I'm gonna remove the doors also, but yeah, that's how it's gonna work. I did this one also, and yeah, it's working. It's working with the 80 grit. All right, so what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna start sanding the bulk of the car, whatever I don't need to do that. So I'm gonna start sanding everything that that I can. I'm not gonna sand the bumpers yet. I can sand all this side, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna start with 180 grit with the interface pad and sand everything right now. You saw me sand this area. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna sand the entire car, excluding that door, but I'm gonna sand the entire car. I'm gonna remove the back bumper. I'm not gonna show how I'm gonna remove it. There's a lot of videos explaining how to remove back bumpers from a Challenger. So I'm gonna finish sanding everything else, and I'll bring you back. I don't wanna have you just see me sand the entire car, so I'll bring you back once everything has been sanded. Okay, the back bumper has been removed. Now I can start sanding the entire thing and get it ready for paint.
Hands deep in the grease, call it auto therapy. Far away spray, got the drip, it's clarity. Colors so sharp, they cut through reality. Bright gleams, brighter than my hungry mentality. Custom dreams, painted schemes, grind, don't stray. Far away, lit the canvas, now I paved my own way. Hard work, every stroke, till the shine holds sway. Rolling in a masterpiece, far from grey. Masked up, fumes thicker than the workshop grind. Sandpaper prayers and a detailer's mind.
Right there, guys, as you saw me, I'm working on this Challenger. I already removed the door. I did cover it up, just I don't want any dust going inside this this car. So I'm sanding everything right now. I have noticed that there's a lot of comments stating that I need to remove this to bare metal. It's not gonna work. Don't worry, guys, it will work. This car has been painted for a couple of years already, so the clear coat is already dried, like dried to the max. It ain't gonna shrink anymore. So what I'm doing, I'm sanding it. I sanded it with 80 grit, the entire body. I'm not gonna do the doors yet. I did sand them, but I'm not gonna do the doors yet. I did this part, just trying to do the body. So the front bumper has been removed also. So we're gonna be painting the body, the bulk of the body first. That's what I'm focusing on as right now. So I sanded it with 80 grit complete, as you saw in the beginning of the video. Then I went with 180, 220, 320, and that's where it's at right now. It's at 320 grit sandpaper. I am gonna re-sand it. I already fixed that little dent that it had right there, and there was another one right there that was fixed already. So it's at 320. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna re-sand it again with 400. That's gonna be the last sanding that it's where it's gonna stay at 400 grit. That is perfect. Now also I want to note that I removed the trunk. I am going to remove the hood. I am not going to paint those. The trunk does have a little strip that goes along the bottom, which is going to get painted, but try to remove the most that you can. On this, the guys did remove the bumper. I believe that's the reason that that's a different tone, which it's good, but on a candy paint job, all you needed to do was separate it. Just leave the bumper there, separate it so that everything is uniform, not the way it was two-toned. Right now what I'm doing, I'm trying to give you as much information as possible, because right now I'm just sanding. I don't want to have you here bored with me just sanding away. That's basic thing that you need to do. The most important thing on a paint job, guys, the very most important thing is the prep, the preparation. The painting that's the easy part. The most important part is the preparation. So the sanding, it's mostly where it's at. Now, like I mentioned, I'm at 320 right now. I'm gonna sand it again to 400. So let me do a time lapse so that you can see it, and we'll go from there. And you saw me sand it to 400 right there. I still need to pressure wash the car and stuff. I still need to remove that door, but there you go. So I'm gonna finish up the sanding, guys. This is gonna be it for this video. I didn't want to do these videos extremely long, so this will be it for this video. Now I'm gonna bring you back once the car is already perfect for the paint, so that I can start masking it. I'm going to show you how I'm going to mask it for this paint job. The Challenger is ready for paint. The final sanding was at 400 grit. So I was going to back mask it. What that means is I was going to put the tape behind this panel right there, behind it, and just put the plastic sheeting, but there's no need. There is a seal that goes all the way around the door opening, so there's no need for that. Like I said, the top's not gonna get painted. The hood was removed. I covered it up so that the motor does not get any of the overspray. So let's continue with the masking, getting this car ready for that paint job.
Hands deep in the grease, call it autotherapy. Far away spray, got the drip, it's clarity. Colors so sharp, they cut through reality. Ride gleams brighter than my hungry mentality. Custom dreams, painted schemes, grind, don't stray. Far away, lit the canvas, now I paved my own way. Hard work, every stroke, till the shine holds sway. Rolling in a masterpiece, far from grey. Masked up, fumes thicker than the workshop grind. Sandpaper prayers and a detailer's mind. Every code a lyric, layers so defined.
All right, I hope you saw what I was doing. I was putting a rope underneath the seal of the little small window so that it can give me a gap so that the paint can go inside. It's a little trick that I use, guys. It works fabulously. So there you go. Okay, everything is covered already. Now let me show you a little trick. All this is loose right now, as you can see. So I'm gonna get myself my heat gun and show you what you can do. There you go, guys. Now just be careful. I did do a little hole right there, but that's no problem. I'll just tape it up. And now, as you can see, nice and tight. I'm gonna do that to the doors also, so that it can be nice and tight and it's not throwing a bunch of overspray or dust. If by any chance that there's dust there, it's not gonna be moving around. Everything is said and done. Nice, tight. So right now it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, guys. So let me get a couple of hours of sleep and come back and start spraying. There it is. All right, I'll bring you back once I'm gonna start spraying. It's the following day. We are ready to paint. So all I'm doing, I'm just checking that all the masking is still in place and ready to go. I'm gonna mix the sealer so that I can apply sealer to the entire body, and we'll go from there. But so far it's looking good. Everything has been sanded to perfection. Let's just do this. Also, one of my lights went out, but I'm still good, so I'm gonna have to replace that. But let's just do this. Start applying that sealer. Here we go. The sealer has been applied. I'm just checking that everything hasn't lifted, like my masking, so that we can continue. So I'm gonna wait 15 minutes. Right now it's 80 degrees in here, so 15 minutes is good enough. Just to tell you a little tip, guys, please wait in between coats. Do not apply the second coat or third right after. You need to let that first coat to cure. All right, that's one of the main things that bad paint jobs occur. So just let it cure. Tack rag it, come back with a tack rag, clean it up so that you can apply your second and third coat. It's been 15 minutes since I applied this sealer. I'm gonna take myself a tack rag or a tack glove and wipe it down. Make sure all the little dust or something that might have landed is lifted. first coat has been applied. Now, if you guys are wondering what paint coat this is the paint coat from Chrysler, Dodge, Stellantis, whatever you want to call it. PAE. And it's also known as smoke show. Other companies call it garbage can gray and also burnt out gray. So it looks a little dark in here because of the lighting, but it's a lighter color than the Destroyer gray from Dodge also. But there it is. Let's wait those 15 minutes, come back, use a tack rag, clean it up, apply 2 more coats. We'll be applying 3 coats of the base and 3 coats of the clear coat. Alright, you saw me apply the last coat of the paint. That was the 3rd coat. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna let it dry for about 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes, guys. Right now it's 90 degrees in here, so it's getting hot. It won't take that long to dry, but I'm still gonna let it dry for about 10 to 15 minutes. And start applying that clear. Make this car shine. And what clear are we using? Is the UC210 Glamour Clear from Eurochem. That's what's also going in my mini truck, guys. It's a very good clear. If you haven't tried it, I recommend you to try it. It lays down flat and it is a really durable clear. All right, so let's just start spraying. And there you have it, guys. 3 coats of the clear. We are good to go. Now I do have all the wide body pieces, the mirrors, the doors, and the trunk lid. So let's just get started. Everything has been covered up, everything has been scuffed down. I did scuff it down with a gray Scotch-Brite inside, and on the outside it's at 400 grit. So we are ready. We are trying to cover and repaint this Challenger. As you can see, it has some flames that were painted candy. It's a little bit hard to see, but you can see the blotchiness of the candy that was sprayed. So it doesn't look that good, but we are fixing it. We are gonna repaint this whole car. If you haven't followed this build, go back to my previous videos of me painting the actual body of the Challenger. These are the other parts. So let's just begin. Let's mix up the sealer, get this show on the road. The sealer has been applied. Now I did get a message stating that how many coats of sealer do I apply. I just apply 1 coat of sealer, guys. That's all it needs. All you're trying to do is get a uniform color to the entire panel. What is sealer? Sealer is primer, guys. It is primer, and it's a non-sandable primer. That's all it is. It's reduced so much that you don't need to sand it. All you need to do is just wait about 10 to 15 minutes. Right now in here it's 81 degrees, so I'm just gonna wait about 15 minutes for it to dry. Come back with a tack rag, clean it up, make sure everything is off the panel that might have fallen, and that's it. Just start spraying your base. You do not need to sand the sealer. All right, so let's just wait those 15 minutes and come back so that I can start applying that base. Now, if you saw me use this little one to spray, and how come I didn't use a bigger cup, is that I ran out of them. I ran out of all of those disposable cups. I have one more, which I'm gonna use for the base, because that one takes about 3 coats of base. The sealer is just one, so I was just refilling that little cup. But that's the reason I'm using that small one. For the clear, I am gonna use the plastic cup, the one that comes with the spray gun. So let's just go. go. The first coat of the base has been applied. Now, if you're wondering what color this is from Dodge, Chrysler, Stellantis. It's called Smoke Show. Some other companies call it garbage can gray, or there's another name. Let me see, burnt out gray. There you go, burnt out gray. But the color code is PAE. So some people like it, some people don't. It is a little lighter than the Destroyer gray, but there it is. That's the color. Now I'm gonna wait 10 to 15 minutes for it to dry. That's a very important thing, guys. You need to wait between coats. I've seen a lot of painters that don't wait and have issues. Either fisheye comes up, crackling of the paint comes up. There's a lot of things that can occur if you don't wait in between coats. You need to let the first coat kind of dry so that you can continue with the next one. All right, that's a little tip that can help you. So let's just wait. I'm gonna apply 2 more coats and then the clear. There you go. You saw me apply the 3rd coat of the base. Now I'm gonna wait again 10 to 15 minutes, guys, and then come back, use a tack rag, clean it up, and start applying my first coat of clear. There you go. All right, let's just go. I have done 2 full wet coats of clear. I need 1 more coat, but it's looking nice, looking really nice. All I gotta do is just wait those 15 minutes, guys. I am gonna bring you back on a time lapse when I'm spraying the final coat of clear. Then I'll show you the finished product. But so far, looks good. And there it is. 3 full wet coats, inside and out. There you go, guys. Like I said, guys, before, the trick to this is to let the paint dry between coats. That'll give you the best result. Don't rush it. Now, I am gonna wait a couple of days before I can put these back on the car, but I still need to assemble back all the rubbers that it had and everything, the seals, everything. But there it is. Now let me show you. I've also been asked what kind of filtration that I have. Let me show them to you. This is the compressor that I'm using, guys. It's a Cobalt. It's a 2-stage, 5 horsepower. This is a filtration, and I also have the steel cam right there. This is the one that comes in first from the compressor. Then it runs 50 feet up and down with some drains going straight down. I got a couple of drains. There's another one. Then I drain the compressor also. Then it reaches all the way over here, and this is the last filtration that I have right there. So this is it. This will be it for this video. This car is coming nicely. Once you see it all assembled and detailed, you're gonna see, I'm gonna show it to you how it came out from where it was. Now these are the last parts for that Challenger that's getting a full respray. Now I did not remove this because if you have ever worked on a Challenger before, this part, this black piece right here, it's extremely hard to install, extremely hard. So I rather just cover it up inside and out and don't remove it, because it is a pain. It is a pain in the butt. So let's just begin. Everything has been scuffed down with 320, and the final sand is at 400 right now. So we're ready to go. Let me get the materials ready and start applying it. I also had a couple of comments as to how I clean my surfaces before I paint, and what I use is as acetone, guys. This is what I use to with a microfiber towel. Just wipe it down and wipe it off, and it cleans it. It cleans it complete. So that's what I use. I do also sometimes use wax and grease remover, but I have noticed that the acetone does a better job. Now the gun I'm going to be using is the Segola 4600 with the base cap right there, guys. So I am using a plastic cup because I did run out of the PPS cups. So we got to finish this car, so we're going to be using the plastic cup. The pressure I'm going to be applying it's going to be full fan and full fluid. The pressure is going to be at 29 psi for the sealer and the base. Now the clear, you do bump it up a little. All right, you saw how I applied the sealer. Now, right now it's about 75 degrees, so it's a little cooler than normal here where I'm at. So I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit longer, like about 15 to 20 minutes. I just don't want any issues, so I'd rather wait and have this thing done perfect. Let's mix up the paint and clean it up with a tack rag and do this. right there you saw me apply the third coat in time lapse. We're ready. Came out looking good. The paint came out looking good. So we're gonna let it dry for about 15-20 minutes. Reason being, it's still 75 degrees in here. So let's just wait, come back, mix that clear, and apply 3 coats of clear. Now another little quick tip, guys, it's that I don't know if you've noticed that my extraction fans are on that side, so I start painting from this end going to this one. Why? Because everything, when I start painting that, all the overspray is gonna land to this. When I start painting this, the overspray is gonna go out. So it's a real good tip. Start at the very end and make your way towards where the fans are, where your extraction is. That's if you're doing it as a DIYer. Now if you have a paint booth, well, then you ain't got to worry about that. But for us guys, yeah. All right, here it is. After the 3 full wet coats of the clear, we are done. And these were the last parts of that Challenger. For some reason that looks kind of like a Ninja Turtle. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna let it dry for about a day or 2 and put it back in the car. We'll be done. So let me just put everything back once everything is dry so that I can show you the car. And guys, after everything is put back together, there it is. A full paint job on this Challenger. Looking really, really nice. Really clean. There you go, guys. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys learned something from my videos. There it is, guys. Looks really nice, really clean. There you go. This is gonna be it, guys. Thank you very much. Like always, stay safe and God bless.
Hands deep in the grease, call it autotherapy. Far away spray, got the drip, it's clarity. Colors so sharp, they cut through reality.